singa Abannayuganda basinga obungi ate abangi be bali ku level ya foot soldiers, singa babeera n'okutegeera okwo General Museven yandibadde mu State House Entebbe bagendako mu nsiko, era n'olwo foot soldiers be baali abangi, era nakati beebo bennyini bakyaguumaaza. Because you go to some of the places where you find NRM with many supporters there, but their lives, they are living almost same problems. Can't send their children to good schools, can't send their children to universities, can't get drugs in hospitals when they go there, can't get contracts wherever they go. Many of them, as you see, those who are in tea have been hit. Those who are in cotton have been hit. Now they're encroaching on those who are in coffee. If they succeed, those will be hit. Those are down there. But the problem is that those who are on the side of the regime hang on to it. Why? Because of a lot of misunderstanding. That tebategeera ki obulungi. N'olwekyo kisaanidde okulaba nti ffe abali mu opposition tuteeka obudde, essente n'amaanyi okulaba nti tutraininga abakulembeze. Katonda w'anaayagalira ekibiina kyonna ne kigenda mu buyinza, Abannayuganda emitima gyabwe gikole ki? Gidde mu nteeko. Kubanga ekibiina ekiba nga kigenze mu buyinza nga kyeteeseteese bulungi, kirina abakulembeze nga batendekeddwa obulungi okuviira kimu wansi okutuukira kimu waggulu. Bwe batuuka bwe bati ne bategeera omugugu gwe beetisse, okulaba nti ekibiina ebyaffe ebiri mu opposition bwe kiba nga kiyingidde, oluusi Katonda bw'aba ayagadde kye kinaasooka okusangula amaziga okuva ku ki? Mu mitima gy'abantu. Kubanga emyaka 62 kubanga enkyukakyuka, and you have your slogan of a new Uganda. A new Uganda cannot be because of change of faces. No, it can't. Because there have been nine changes of faces. 9 from 62 until now. Change of faces, same culture, same practices. So, again, I congratulate you to know that behind your slogan, you are training people so that they become different. One of the colleagues, I think, who was giving a speech here, was talking about mindset change. Without us changing in the manner in which we manage power, even when faces change, practices can remain the same, and that will be the most unfortunate thing in this country. So I really congratulate the leadership of National Unity Platform and you, the graduates who've been trained in this first cohort, for embarking on this program. Mwetisa obuzito ffenna abali mu opposition. Kubanga mwena abasinga obungi muveeyo mu byalo gye muva. Ababeera mu tawuni muva mu areas ezimu ezirimu slums n'endala z'osanga abantu nga balina problems nyingi ezibeetoolodde. Mutegeere nti olunaku lw'obeera ne chance n'obeera mu kifo kyonna ekyobukulembeze, ekifaananyi ekitasaanide kuva mu ki? Mu bwongo. Embeera y'abantu bwe tuva mu byalo eyo n'abo baliwa. That has to be the focus. Kubanga okumaintaininga discipline nakyo si kyekintu ekyangu. Ngamaliriza. The day any party goes into power, and again thank you for training early enough, because when you go there, the debate will start. When we went there, it started. When we took point 86. There are those who said, tumaze ebbanga twabonaabona ensi ne zituluma emmere nga terabika ne tumala ebiro 3 abanaffe abalala bafa mikwano gyaffe bafamilizi zaffe abamu ne batandika okwebuuza kati tukole tutya tukole ebintu ebinanunula eggwanga bwe likulaakulana naffe tukulaakulane oba tusooke twekubeko enfuufu. Abaali baagala twekubeko enfuufu ne bawangula kati mulaba bwe tuli. We are in a mess. That's the burden you carry, those who are being trained. The hope I want to give you, when you are disciplined and you work as a team, this country is worthy. You will build the country, it becomes worthy, every individual benefits or accesses opportunity once you have a disciplined team in leadership. Everybody can access opportunities. The challenge between Kwanga Favali opposition, the moment, any of us, the parties takes over, then you find there is a president, there are members of parliament, possibly in the majority, they will see 5 chairpersons, they will see 3 chairpersons, and councillors. Now look, in the districts, I don't have statistics, I don't know whether you have statistics. In 147 districts, check it out, I don't have facts. I am just using an impression. It seems to me that in 147 districts, if there is any district where young people can finish university and go and get a job without bribing, I don't know whether we have got more than even up to 30 or more. Huh? Huh? I don't know, I don't have statistics. My hope is that some people will do research. Those who are universities need to do research. These things help us a lot. You get a university student, and some, you hear, they get 6 million, 12 million. Someone whose father sold land, went to university, has come back, doesn't have a job yet, you're asking them for 6 million, 8 million, 10 million. Worst case scenario, Uganda is in a mess. You hear in some cases, well, those in that, what do they call it, the Public Service Commission. You hear at times when they get like money from 3 people for 1 job. You hear that happening. Say, all of us who are in the opposition who want to change things in this country. So this training comes with responsibility to change that environment and go with a new party in power where a young man or woman goes to LC5, that public, it's called District Service Commission, and get a job on merit. That's when the whole country would accept and say, yes, these people believe in what they are preaching. And that's why there is this kind of training I would like to believe. Stay on it, concentrate, don't allow yourselves to be diverted. Stay on it, put resources, time and effort until we are able to achieve that in the political parties which are in the opposition. It has to be a deliberate, conscious mission on our side. Ngamaliriza, tusuubira era tusaba Katonda ow'ekisa tutuuse ekiseera bannayuganda bwe banaamanya nti pate yonna enaawangulwa evaamu endala ewangudde n'eyingira mu buyinza ate ne bamanya nti yonna n'eba eyingidde. There are certain basic things which must be known or taken for granted. That parties can differ on policy, how to run agriculture, how to manage business and things like that. But when it comes, for example, to someone getting a job on merit, that should be a guarantee that any party which goes there, that's what it will do. That's the only way we can say we have got a country to be proud of. There is no way we are going to achieve political independence without economic independence. To achieve economic independence, it requires discipline. And thank you again for the trainings that you are doing. The problems are deep, but they are manageable. Be confident, you can overcome them. Discipline is the quality of being able to behave and work in a controlled way, which involves obeying particular rules or standards. What does it mean to be a disciplined person? To be able to carefully control the way that you work, live, or behave, especially to achieve a goal or certain set objectives. When you have discipline, you have self-control. Discipline creates habits. Habits make routines, and routines become who you are daily. You start from individual discipline, and then when you are many in an organization, it leads you to organizational discipline. Organizational discipline is the practice of following the best course of action, even when it may not be what one wants. It can help create a culture of accountability and professionalism in an organization. Focusing your resources in training leaders, and the beauty of this, what gratified me in the first cohort is to see 3 categories who were all involved in this training. 1, the elected leaders. 2, the professionals. 3, the foot soldiers. Because that hierarchy is in every political organization. So when you concentrate effort and you train them as you have done, and you continue doing that, it means that the thinking, the actions are similar in the organization. And once you build it as a culture, even when one set of leaders leaves, another one comes in, they continue moving in the same direction. So you are building for long term. And again, I congratulate you for that. Tumaze emyaka nkaaga mwebiri kasooka tufuna obwetwaze. Naye kati we tuli buli muntu yenna alaba embeera nga bweri mu ggwanga lyaffe. Enamba y'abantu yeeyongera kubanga kati ndowooza tuuse 4,45,000,000 ate bagamba mu myaka emirala 25 tujja kubanga coming close to 100 million people. Any party which is not in power, when it is outside of power, one thing it has to concentrate on is to prepare itself for 2 things. 1, how to take power. 2, how to manage it when it gets it. But 62 years, we have had parties in power. We've also had the military in power. None succeeded in utilizing national resources, building a country where there has been justice, fairness, transparency in the management of national resources. None has managed yet. Ekitegeeza nti ffe abali mu opposition, and I congratulate you for starting this. I hope all other organizations in the opposition similarly do that. Kubanga enkyukakyuka zo zibaawo. There is no country where there are no changes. n'ekibiina ekyasinga okumala ebbanga mu buyinza e Mexico kyamala emyaka 7 naye kyava mu buyinza. Senegal mu Africa ekibiina ekyandowooza kimu mu ebyo byamala ebbanga mu buyinza in Senegal 50 something years ne kivaamu. We twogerera weeks 2 eziwedde waliko ekibiina ekyali mu buyinza e Botswana emyaka 58. Ekibiina ekimu ekibadde mu opposition ne kiwangula kati kiri mu buyinza. Ekirungi Botswana kye balina baayiga empisa oba discipline ey'okumanya nti bwe bawangulwa bavaamu abawangudde ne bayingira. Eyo tetunaba nayo wano. Kati abali mu gavumenti amagezi gaabwe mampi. Kubanga kye batategeera nti ekiseera kijja kubaawo bave mu buyinza. Kati kirabika ekintu kye batanategeera ate tubasabira Katonda bakitegeere bulungi nga bukyali nti bo abali mu gavumenti be bandibadde kati nga bateekako embeera ey'okulaba nti ebibiina byonna ebiri mu opposition bitendeka abakulembeze ne babeera lwedde olunaku lwe bava mu buyinza ekiteekwa okubaawo ekibiina ekinaaba nga kizze mu buyinza nga kisigala nga kitambuza eggwanga mu kkubo eddungamu lye bakyalemeddwa okukola. Kubanga ekyo bw'oba nga tokikoze bwe n'omala ebbanga ng'otadde buutu like they have put their boot on loop, it means you are short-sighted. Because there are times you cannot stop the inevitable. Change happens. So one thing I can't understand is for them not to recognize that the moment a party comes into power, if it has not prepared itself, it can mismanage power, not because they want to mismanage power, but because they have not been prepared. That needs to be responsible of every Ugandan. That all political parties prepare themselves. Because potentially, nope, you have the largest members of parliament. 57, right? 57. So the ruling party needs to recognize that, a party which has got 57 members of parliament can easily get into power, whether you like it or you don't like it. The question should be, when it gets into power, how does it manage it? But if you don't put that environment for the party to organize, to train, to resist the culture which is so dominant in this country. Imagine 62 years, no leadership has managed to put the country in the right direction. The leaders in power, what they are doing is what they call criminal irresponsibility. But I would like to thank you that nevertheless, much as you are under that kind of pressure, that you've recognized the need, the critical need of training. Training, training, training. Kati mwabasoose musaanidde okutegeera naawe abanadda mu bigere byammwe, and I trust you are going to continue training consistently. Mutegeere omugugu gwe mwetisse. Mumwe mulimu be bayise foot soldiers. In every country, the majority are always the foot soldiers. Wotegerere eggwanga eri mu kkubo eddungamu, olutegerera ku obulamu abo foot soldiers abali mu kategori eyo embeera yaabwe nga bweri. That's how you recognize how a country is on track. Because the majority of times, the foot soldier is the one who takes the flag. Always, you look at all countries which are not on the right track. You look down at the lives of the people, normally who are the foot soldiers, and you find their lives in a mess. Kirungi okutendeka abantu abali ku level eyo ne bategeera nti ensi yeesigamye kubo, ate ne babeera confident okumanya nti tekuliiko gavumenti yonna etambuza eggwanga nga tekozesezza omusolo oguva mu bantu bonna ate nga be bangi. N'olwekyo okumanya nti gavumenti bw'eba evudde ku mulamwa nti beeba organize okulaba nti bakoze eki, bagiteeka ku bbali. Kubanga okusomesa kintu kikulu.
Gwe omuzadde eyeetaze essomero erigenda okubangulira omwana wo nga muyeeya mukozi ate ayite ne first grade, katukwanjulire Shehan Standard Day and Boarding Primary School abagenda okuteeka ebyensoma by'omwana wo ku mutendera ogusingira ddala. Empisa, eddiini, ebyemizannyo n'obuyiiya bwonna tubikulembereza ddala, ng'ate ebyokulya n'ebyensula bya mulembe ddala. Tulira n'entambula eri abayizi abaviira ewala. Gwe ate omuzadde eyandiyagadde omwana wo okuyita ne first grade, totunula obulala wonna. Okwewandiisa kugendera ddala maaso okuva ku nursery paka ku kibiina ekyomusanvu. Day ne boarding ng'ate n'ebisale birungi ate bisobokera ddala. Jjukira nti requirements zonna omwana wo azisanga ku ssomero. Tusangibwa Lubaga mu Bulwa Zone okuliraana 24/7 Motel. Gwe ayagala okumanya ebisingawo tukubire ku nooti 773 73 359 ne nooti 757 nooti 6 26 96. Shehan Standard Primary School. We invest in education.
Ulira obuwoomi Munnayuganda kankwanjulire Pizza Origin bano nga be bakafulu abakozi ba pizza eri ku kyaddala. Anti mwatu kye kituyisa Pizza Origin. Funa pizza erimu ebirungo by'otajja kusanga walala. Olina birthday party, baby shower, graduation party, wedding meetings, oba oyagala kusanyusa abafamire yo, weyunire Pizza Origin tusangibwa ku Jinja Road, Plot 10, opposite Nema House. Mwana wattu tukola ne delivery ate mu kaseera katono ddala. Yitiraho kati oba tukubireko. Tuli ku nooti 7 nooti 8 7 8 54 ne nooti 7 4 6 9 Pizza Origin tulya kyaddala.